Hey friends, so today I'm going to show you how to make a maraschino cherry with sliced almond scones. And I made scones yesterday, but I didn't do the whole entire baking process. Today I'm going to show you the whole entire baking and showing you the scone. And they're one of my favorite flavors, and a lot of people like to order them. They're the blueberry and lemon, and the maraschino cherry and sliced almonds are probably my two best sellers. So I'm excited to show you how to make these. First thing I'm going to do is chop up some maraschino cherries, and I just get the ones from the jar. And I use about a 1/4 cup of maraschino cherries because you chop them up pretty fine, but not too fine. So I like to do them in quarters. So cut in half, and then I cut them in half again. And I'm just gonna put them in this craft and set them aside. And then I'm just going to sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I actually use a little bit less than 1/4. I don't like them too salty. Then you wanna whisk everything together. Then I add 1/3 cup of sugar. And I want to whisk this in here. And then I take 1/4 cup of butter and I cut into slabs. And then I take my fingers and just pull it apart. I like to go into the flour with this so it doesn't all stick to my fingers. And then I add the cherries to this and fold them in. And then I get the sliced almonds. They're already sliced, so I don't have to do it. And I do a good handful like this and put those in there. And I want to fold that in there too. Then I'm going to measure 3/4 cup of cold cream. It has to be cold right out of the fridge. And 1 cold egg. Combine these 2 things and then whisk them together thoroughly. Now I'm going to take the dry mixture out of the refrigerator and combine this into that. And then I'm going to mix this and fold it and do it a few times until it's not totally thoroughly mixed. There's going to be some crumbs, but you don't want to over mix, so I would do it enough that it just coats everything. And then when you put it on the mat, there should be some crumbs even after that. I am going to flour my silicone mat. To do the next part, I have something called a bench scraper, and you can get this on Amazon. And I just take the mixture and put it onto the mat, and as you can see, there's some crumbs. And I'm going to form this into a square. And then I'm going to slice it in half and put this on top of this, and then put it into another square. And then do the same thing again. And I do this 7 times in total, so I'm going to do this 5 more times. Now I'm going to form it into a circle, and I'm going to make a circumference of 8 inches using my bench scraper. Cut it across in the center, and then across again this way, and make 8 wedges. And then I'm going to put these on a cookie sheet. And I'm going to put some cold cream on each one and generously dab it on and put in the freezer for up to 1 hour or longer. So they're going into the oven now. They were frozen overnight. Now I'm going to give it the test to see if they're done, and I have a long skewer here. And I like to do skewers instead of toothpicks with this or a knife because it's long and it won't burn your hand. And it's done, and if there's a couple crumbs that come out, that's perfect. So I'll show you what the bottoms look like too. It should look like this, kind of a golden brown. And the sides, you can see the layers because it's kind of a high scone, and that's how you want them. And I have a spoon here, and I just take it and I drizzle it back and forth. The icing. It's very simple. And you could put chocolate on here too. So you melt chocolate over a bath of water on the stove. And you could drizzle chocolate over the top. A lot of people like my strawberry scones with chocolate, but the cherry would be good with chocolate as well. What, kitty? And this is what they look like when they're done. And you can just put them on a pretty plate and serve them like this. Hey Pip, what are you doing over here? You get out of my plant. This is some dirt. Hey little stinker. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I am talking to you. You get over here. Are you in my plant?